Hi, my name is Tricia Kuon, and I am going to be your instructor for Info 5001. It's going to be all sections, and this course is called School Librarianship. I'm just going to give you a quick look at the getting started and the Canvas site so that you can kind of get familiar together with me. In case you've never used Canvas before, I'll show you some of the tools and some of the things that you can look at to learn more, and also just show you how the course is set up. So when you first log on to Canvas and you log on to the site, you're going to come here to the home page, and this is going to give you some details about how to navigate in Canvas and where to go for support. Most of our course content you're going to see under modules over here on the left. Of course, there's the syllabus, and at least once a week you'll get an announcement from me, sometimes more than once a week. I try not to send more than one announcement a week because I don't want to inundate you, but every now and then you will get announcements from me. Now, under assignments, all of these assignments are also located in the modules, and then you see discussions. The links to the discussions are also located in the modules. So pretty much if you go to modules, the same with quizzes, you can also find them linked under modules. So if you go to modules, you're going to see almost all of the information about what do you need to do and when do you need to do it, which is really, I think, what you're going to care about the most. Now, if you click here on syllabus, and by the way, there is a welcome announcement here, so you'll want to go to announcements and read that welcome announcement. The syllabus lays out the basic design of the course, and it's an overview of what you can expect in this course. It tells you which textbook you need to order. Here it is, and there are several places where you can order it. And then it's going to tell you some of the important things that you need to know, for instance, about practicum. Our practicum experience starts in this class. Because you have to accumulate 160 clock hours of time spent in a library, we like to start it with your first class so you can work on accumulating those hours during the whole time that you're taking coursework. So let's say you're going to finish in 5 semesters. It's going to take you 5 semesters to take all of your courses and earn your master's degree. If you divide that 160 hours by 5, let me just pull out my calculator here. So 160 divided by 5. So that's basically 32 hours per semester. Now, in a fall semester, there's 16 weeks. So let's say we divide that 32 hours you have to do this semester, and you don't have to do it, but I'm just giving you an example, by 16 weeks. That averages about 2 hours per week. So let's say you're working in a school right now as a teacher, and you think, okay, if I average working about 2 hours a week in the library on accumulating my hours, then I can earn those up to 30 hours, 30 to 32 hours a semester. Well, maybe you can work during your planning time, or maybe you can go for 30 minutes after school every day. If you went 30 minutes after school 4 days a week, you would accumulate 2 hours every week. Or maybe you would rather just spend a significant amount of time one day. Now, I do realize as well that right now it's going to be a little bit weird earning hours because if you're not already in a school, it might be difficult to get into a building right now because we're in the pandemic. So we do have another document that has some ideas for earning hours away from the school, so you could just earn hours online. But one of the things that you're going to see that in a later module. One of the things you're going to be doing in this class is setting up a mentor, having someone that you find either in your school or at a nearby school who you're going to work with, and that person's going to be your mentor and help you figure out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. This practicum student task checklist, this is a list of all the different things we want you to experience during that practicum. And then this mentor timesheet, this is where you keep track of the hours that you spend. Now, this is in the syllabus, and this will also be within a module. So this will actually be linked to an assignment later on in the course as well. The ePortfolio, same thing. In Module 2, we're going to talk a lot more about the ePortfolio in depth, and there's a nice long video. It's about an hour long within that module that you can watch. So don't worry about this right now because you're going to read a lot more about it a little bit later, and you're going to get to see that video. These are the rules for certification, so take a look at these. You're taking classes right now, and that's part of your certification. You also need, in order to be certified as a school librarian, you do need 2 years in a classroom in an accredited school. It could be a public school or an accredited private school. You do need a master's degree, so if you already have a master's degree, you can just take the certification courses. You don't have to earn a second master's degree, but a master's degree is required. And then you have to complete a state-approved program. What you're doing here at UNT is a state-approved program, and you need a passing score on the Texas test. Now, in your 5090, Info 5090 Practicum course, that's the last course that you'll take, and I will be the teacher of that course. I am going to work with you to pass that test. That's part of what we do in that very last course. So I'm going to hold your hand and make sure you pass that test so that you can get certified. But you don't have to worry about that right now. That comes later. So here, I'm going to let you read through the syllabus. There's a lot of information here. You know, you'll just want to take a look at it. It's going to tell you a little bit about how the course is set up, of course, about netiquette. When we think about COVID-19, if you get sick or have some kind of emergency this semester, please just email me and let me know. I am here to work with you. If you have issues, I want to help you. My goal for you is to all get an A. I want you to do the very best that you can do. I want you to learn this material, and I do not want it to be a stressful experience. I mean, my goal is not to foul you up and say, aha, got you. No, I am here to help you be successful. So if you get sick or something like that, just let me know. And then I'll work with you about assignments and deadlines, etc. All right, so we do have general question discussion boards in each module. I'm going to let you read the syllabus. Let's take a look at the first module here for a second. Now, I believe modules 1 and 2 are already released, and you can see right here, start here. This was put in here by the Canvas team, and this is to help you get to know Canvas, UNT policies, some of the services at the university. This is not part of this is in every course. This is not part of our course only. This is information that's just important for you. Modules 1 through 7, we have 7 modules in the whole course. Modules 1 through 7 are where your work is going to be. Now, right now, yes, it looks like Module 2, I believe, is open. Okay. Module 1, usually your modules will open 2 weeks before the due date. Your due dates are set to be on Saturdays. So September 1st is when all of the work in Module 1 is going to be due. And then usually on that same day, another module will open. But you'll always have a module open 2 weeks before it's actually due. I do that just because I don't want to overwhelm you with all of the work at one time. Let me tell you, this course is new for me. This will be my first time teaching it. This will be your first time taking it. So we're going to just have a good time getting to know it all together. I'm very familiar with the material because a lot of what you learn here in this course, you are going to apply or extend in other courses that you take. A lot of the things you start doing in this course, you're going to finish in the practicum course that you take with me. I'm the practicum coordinator, so we're going to start some of these things and then we're going to finish them later. So it's a really good fit for me to be working with you. If you look here, this is a calendar of all the due dates for all of the assignments in the course. This is an introduction to Module 1, and every module has an introduction. So the introduction tells you information about the module. If you scroll down, it'll also tell you required readings and your to-do list. Now you can see there's 10 things to do. Don't be horrified. When I first looked at that, I was like, oh my gosh, 10 things to do for Module 1? This is crazy. Oh no. But the good news is some of these things will take like 2 or 3 minutes. So don't be panicked. Like this, assignment, contact information submission. That's just you submitting your contact information. It's necessary, but it's going to take you like 2 minutes. And this one, start thinking about a school librarian and a principal. The school librarian that you'll want to interview is in Module 3. The principal you'll want to interview is in Module 6. So those are just things coming in the future, just to get you thinking, who do I want to interview for those? So that you don't, get shocked by it suddenly. These quizzes, all of the quizzes in the class are set up so that you can take them as many times as you need to in order to get the best grades you can get. They're all open book quizzes. I mean, most of them, like for instance, the AASL standards framework. The AASL standards are our National School Library Standards, the American Association of School Librarian Standards. These are so important. We're going to look at both the standards for kids and the standards for librarians. So there's 2 different sets, and we'll talk about that more in depth as the course goes on. But these are so important for you to be familiar with. In fact, this whole course is set up around these standards, these AASL standards. So these quizzes, these are not going to take you forever and a day. They're open book quizzes. I want you to just know that even though this looks a little intimidating at first, don't be intimidated. This welcome post, this is going to take you 5 or 10 minutes to do. So even though you've got a list of 10 things, remember some of these things are just going to be, really quick. Snap, snap. That was me snapping my fingers. So this is a video just to get you introduced to Canvas here again, and there's some supplemental resources here. All right, so this is an overview of Module 1. Now, there are more details if we go back here to Modules and scroll down. Let's say you want to see, well, what else in Module 1? Here's some information about me, and then this is your welcome post. Now, all of these are also linked in that very first module, so you can reach these either by clicking. If you click here, you're going to go to the syllabus quiz. And when you're ready, you're going to take the syllabus quiz. Mine looks a little bit different than yours because I'm a teacher. But basically, you can reach these things through those links on this first page, this introduction to Module 1, where we have all the links to the assignments. Or if you want to read more information, you're going to go to each of those links under Module 1, which you'll want to do because sometimes there's additional information that maybe you haven't read and that you might want to read because it's going to be informative and it's going to help you with the quiz, etc. So here, for instance, is the information about your welcome post. We want to see a picture of you. Woohoo! We want you to respond to someone. So that tells you exactly what to do and how to do it. By the way, if there are things that aren't working, broken links, etc., just let me know. There are going to be sometimes things that are confusing too. Feel free to ask questions. At the beginning or at the end of every module, we do have a discussion board. Let's take a look at that. And it's just for general questions, but you can also email me or message me through the course anytime that you have questions. I am going to be looking at this discussion board every day, and I'm going to be answering questions every day. On the weekends, I try to cut back and just answer my email twice a day, usually on Saturday and Sunday at about 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. just because, like you, I have a family and it's kind of crazy on the weekend, so I'm not always at my computer on the weekends. During the week, I answer questions pretty quickly. I mean, I'm with my email open most of the time from, about 8 to 3 or 4 on weekdays. So if I have meetings, of course, that can interfere a little bit. So this is just a little bit about getting started. Your Module 1 work is due on September 5th. I can't wait to see it. I look forward to working with you this semester. I think we're going to have a great semester, and I can't wait to get to know you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am here to help. Nice to meet you all. Bye.